Peace, Hotep, Uncle Jasaneb, Assalamu alaikum. What it do, black people? My name is Ayokunle Azubike Akachi, and we are Dark Matters, where everything dark matters. It is like 4 in the morning here, and I'm recording this because it's on my mind. I want to break it down for y'all right quick. So, I said just a moment ago that we are Dark Matters, where everything dark matters. And the way that we have chosen to serve our community is through something that's far more vital than food. Because we all know that you can go months without food, but you can go just days without what? Water. Our water is called dark water. Um, why is our water dark water? Is it like black water? I heard a lot about black water. Is it like black water? Why do we have rocks in our water? And what makes our water so special that people listening should pay any more attention to it if they're still tuned in right now? Well, one, we focus on water because water is, and I'm going to show you, 70% of the human body. That's what this graph represents. Anywhere between 70 to 75%. Interestingly enough, that's also how much of the earth is covered by water. And if you were to go count the molecules and not the volume, then we are 99% water because water molecules are very, very small. They have to count the molecules in nanometers, amongst other ones, but water is just very, very small. And so if we were to count molecules, we are 99% water. So I think we need to know a little bit more about it. Now, this video specifically is not about water. It's actually about the second component of our water. What sets our water apart from maybe others that you've seen or others that you've heard of is shungite. Ours has shungite in it. We use shungite stones to help purify our water. And this is an image of some shungite stones. Some have been shaped into pyramids. Some got shipped right off of the mountains that it came from and shipped over here from Russia. Shungite stones are very, very special. They are carbon based. There are 3 different types of shungite. They have these wonderful, amazing medicinal properties. The ones that we use in our water is the type 1. It's 98% carbon dense. Now, what does that mean? It just means it's very healthy. We are carbon-based beings. Everything, just about everything in existence, everything living is carbon-based. So that alone tells you that it's probably pretty good. Now, shungite is better than just regular carbon because of the way that the molecules are shaped. And these molecules, they found out, but sometime within the last 50 years or so, I think it was 1964, that these carbons are shaped like soccer balls. The carbon molecules of the shungite stone are shaped like soccer balls. They're called buckyballs or fullerenes after the white guy who discovered them. You know, they like to put their names on things. And so this is shungite. Now, it has a lot of great properties, but I want to show you specifically a couple of them. This is an electromagnetic radiation detector. This lady is holding it up to the microwave, and you can see that it's registering very, very high. In her left hand is a small strip of shungite, and if you watch here, it is beeping, beep, beeping. She's going to put the shungite in between the microwave and the electromagnetic radiation detector, and let's see what happens. It drops virtually down to 0. She's going to move it out of the way in a moment, in just a second. Soon as I say she's gonna move it, she's probably explaining something right now. I want y'all to hear my voice and not hers. So she moves it and it goes right back up again. So as you can see, one of the wonderful qualities of these shungite stones is that it absorbs electromagnetic radiation. Here it's just absorbing microwave radiation, but we know that microwaves are a part of the entire electromagnetic spectrum. And if you're not familiar with that, here's an image of that. This is the entire electromagnetic spectrum. You can see to the left, you got radio waves, you got then a little bit more to the right, you got microwaves and infrared. Then that little bitty sliver is the visible light, which is what we can see. And then you got ultraviolet rays, I'm sorry, and then X-rays, soft and hard, and then gamma rays. So the shungite is able to absorb the electromagnetic chaos that's going on in our world, whether it be from Wi-Fi, whether it be from a microwave, whether it be from a refrigerator or a cell phone or anything like that. That's what the shungite does. So you can actually wear it. And so just think, that's also because your water absorbs this energy as well. Just imagine that you're drinking water that's just littered with electromagnetic chaos and the shungite is soaking that up. Another thing about shungite, it carries an electrical charge. This is a wonderful young man by the name of, I think it's Bobby Toombs, and he does these Toombs talks, which I think is very catchy. And he's showing us here that the shungite stones actually carry an electrical charge. He's testing it now with 2 electrodes. Let's listen to what he has to say.
So you here conduct electricity. I'm going to put this away now. Why is that important? Well, number one, we are carbon-based beings. So the shungite molecule works with us carbon-based beings. Number two, we are electromagnetic. So the electric, current within our body works with the shungite.
So I think that was a wonderful example, wonderful test he just did. If you were to take a voltage meter, which is what he had, and he put the 2 electrodes on it, anode and a cathode, and put them there, the electrons began to flow, and that thing was going beep, 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 letting you know there's electricity there, which is amazing. And again, just to speak on the electromagnetic radiation and how important that is, I'm sure the majority of my audience are melanated people, and your melanin actually soaks up more electromagnetic radiation than anybody else's. And to back me up on that claim, this is the awesome and amazing and very old but looks very young Laila Africa, Dr. Laila Africa, explaining that. Let's hear what he has to say.
Electromagnetic force fields, that's right. What I'm saying is that you absorb more radiation from a computer than white folks do because of the melanin. Melanin wants to grab this stuff and get rid of it, but you keep shoving it and it keeps grabbing, so it makes you have more radiation in your body than the white folks. You absorb more of it. Protect yourself from the radiation, something called a diode.
So, as you can see, that is Dr. Africa breaking it down for us, letting us know that because we are melanated beings, protecting ourselves from the electromagnetic radiation in our environment is of the utmost importance. It comes from our computers, our laptops, our desktops, our cell phones, which are just mini computers. It comes from our stove, which especially if it has a touchpad. It comes from the refrigerator. It comes from your Wi-Fi signal. It comes from anything that's electronic for the most part. It's going to emit some electromagnetic radiation. And so we definitely need protection from that. This water gives you that protection. And it infuses the water with electricity, charging it up. Water goes through a process that basically denatures it. And you can be drinking water that has no energy in it, and the shungite stones puts the energy right back in it. So I appreciate your time. My name is Ayokunle Azubike Akachi, and we have this wonderful water called dark water. I believe you should try it. I think it'll change your life. We are 72% water, and if you're counting the molecules, we're 99% water. So we got to get the water right. And we're going to go more in depth on shungite. We're going to go more in depth on water because the science in both fields is amazing and something that we should definitely know since we're carbon-based beings and so much of our body is made up of water. We probably should know a lot about both of those subjects. So, peace, Hotep, Uncle Jasanev, Assalamu alaikum, I'm up out this piece. I got to get some sleep because my children are going to be up in a few hours and they going to run me ragged. They don't care nothing about what time I went to bed. So I'll holler at y'all in a bit. We are Dark Matters, where everything dark